Hello again everybody and welcome back to Lockdown Licks, part 13 of my super low budget guitar tutorial. Hello everybody again, my name's Steve Yates, this is Lockdown Licks and here's today's lick. Okay, what is it? Well, it's a 251, it's a minor 251 in E. But it has an interesting little slant on it, which I shall explain in a minute. However, at first, we ought to look at 251s. Many of you may not be familiar with the standard way of dealing with these things. And I'm sorry, but in this particular episode, I shan't have time to go into it in such depth that someone unfamiliar with it will be able to learn it right here and now. But a 251 is a standard chord progression that's found extremely extensively throughout jazz, and it is exactly what it says it is: chord 2, chord 5, and chord 1. The standard procedure in post-bebop jazz over the chord 5 is to use an altered dominant scale over an altered dominant chord, the altered dominant scale being the Superlocrian mode, which in E would be B Superlocrian, and the inversion wherever you may happen to find it, and there are 7 of those. However, what I'm doing in this particular instant is a special slant on the whole thing, which actually does make it available for people who are coming to this from perhaps a blues background or a rock background or something less jazzy. So what we're doing here, we've got 3 chords. The first one is actually F sharp minor 7th flat 5. And this is the interesting one. I'll come to that in a sec. The second one will be B altered, which can be looked at as A minor 7th flat 5 as well. I won't go into that in depth, but it can be. And then, of course, the final one is E minor 7th. The first of the 3 chords, the F sharp minor 7th flat 5, can be approached in this particular instance as if it were D 7th. Now, I'm not quite sure this is something other players do. I haven't researched it, but if you imagine you were playing a standard blues in the key of A and you go to D9, which, if you look at it carefully, has 1 or 2 of the notes, or all of them, of F sharp minor 7th flat 5, you would normally play this kind of lick. That's what you'd play over that chord if you were playing an A blues. You can use it here. You can pretend momentarily you're playing chord 4 of a blues in A, which is what I did. That is what, now you could play any of the licks you may happen to know in that idiom and it will work over chord 2 of a 251 minor. Curious, and let's not get too bogged down with the theory. Try it and see what you think. There probably are ways of making it sound horrible. There are probably other ways of making it sound really cool, so choose the latter if you can. For the altered dominant chord, what I've used is, and I don't actually know the official name of this scale, but it's the pentatonic scale substituting a flat 2 for the ordinary minor 3rd. So this is it. That's what I'm going to use, and it's in D. Why am I using that scale? Because the inversion of B Superlocrian is D Dorian flat 2. That's basically why I'm using that, but it cuts out most of the notes, leaving this rather cool little phrase. And then I'm going to a C minor arpeggio, because of course the Superlocrian is actually the melodic minor scale, starting and beginning on its 7th, and so it is C melodic minor, which of course is C minor, which is C minor arpeggio. So there are way too many notes in this lick for what you would probably normally play, but I put too many notes in these licks just so that it gives you an idea of the entire shape that's available to you rather than just a select few notes in the lick, which often can actually not leave you very informed, even though it may be a beautiful phrase. This is the other way around. It may not be a beautiful phrase, but it does leave you informed. So here I'm going. So going up on that weird pentatonic with a flat 2 instead of a 3 in D. And then coming back on C minor and resolving on E minor. So going again, I'm starting in a kind of D7th blues lick, as if, and then sort of A minor, and then going back to C minor. And being a super cheap, low budget channel, I don't have a backing track to demonstrate what this sounds against the chords. The first chord, and then I hope you can put those together in your mind and see how lovely it might actually sound. Well, that's all there is for that one. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.